get this thing going. Just gonna double check on some spec stuff here. Let's see here. Connection good, everything good. Oops. The pre-show show. Am I live right now? Doesn't show that I'm live right now. Let's see here. Oh, I am live right now. Let's see. Awesome. Okay, cool. I'm gonna make this a little bigger. Make it a little more obvious. Because I am in love with this logo. Gonna put it right center. Right center-ish. Okay, cool. Just gonna double check that I can actually hear myself. Yep, I can hear myself. That's awesome. Yay. Okay, cool. So that's over there. We're gonna do a dry run of one of these videos just to see if the the volume is up enough. I know this is gonna be so annoying. Oh man, that's gonna be so annoying. Okay, so sorry if I whistle or anything like that while I am doing this. Right now, I'm just screwing around until it's 8 o'clock, and it's 8 o'clock. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the first annual, or the first annual, I don't know. It's the first of something. The first ever Ethernet Community Wrestling Season 1 2020 award ceremony. Welcome, my name is Andrew Smith, your host tonight. Today we have a pretty decently sized card for you guys. We've got 8 awards to give out. We've got all of the singles divisions, we got the open weight division, and we've got overall competitor of the year, plus the pay-per-view of the year, and the match of the year. I'm going to be going through a couple different things for next season, Season 2, which starts January 31st. Restoration is at 7 p.m. Hopefully, this was supposed to be at 7 p.m., but it is not. What to expect tonight? Tonight we are going to have fun. We're going to hang out. We're going to listen to some music while we're showing the nominees. Tonight I want to just highlight a couple different things. First of all, before we start, I being your host, it is customary that I kick things off with some sort of a speech. Last year was pretty rough, and we got through Season 1. Everything was going pretty decent up until all of the political stuff surrounding a certain issue really brought down my spirits, especially with online stuff, because I was getting personally attacked online. So it really took down my confidence level. That's why I stopped streaming live on this stuff. And this is my first time back since probably April or May. So I am happy to be back on screen. I hope that this is a permanent decision. I wanted to have somebody else here, but couldn't do it. Unfortunately, I know all of the winners tonight, so it will not be a surprise. I wanted to bring up somebody that, or bring on somebody that it would be a complete surprise for, make it a little funner, or fun, make it a little more fun for them. Just kind of see their reaction. Before we begin, some season 2 changes. Enderman, because of his stellar openweight division run, will be moving up to middleweight along with Sonic and Lemmy. They were all three in lightweight last season. They will be moving to middleweight. Ludwig, who was in the heavyweight division, will be moved to, or in the middleweight division, sorry, will be moved to the heavyweight division. I just had to balance out some scales on the amount of competitors in each division, so I decided to go ahead and do that. Warzone, which was the inaugural pay-per-view, which was in April of last year, 2020, is going to be moved to March, because April being that I was going to have March be the big pay-per-view of the year because WrestleMania and everything. I love wrestling and everything, but every major promotion other than WWE does not have their WrestleMania card during WrestleMania. So I figured April would be the perfect opportunity. 1 year anniversary, or the anniversary of the company every year, would be our super card, and that is Super Ultimania. Obviously a spin off of WrestleMania, as well as Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Super Ultimania will be the April pay-per-view. I am so excited for that. That is the April pay-per-view that is being announced right now. Our upcoming schedule, that upcoming, which I will be changing right now on the fly, because it's supposed to say upcoming. There we go. Events. January 31st, Restoration. It's the very first pay-per-view of 2021, very first live event of 2021. That includes live matches. February 4th, 11th, 18th, 25th, all Thursdays, all at 7 p.m. United Through Wrestling is back. It is every single week, so 52 times a year you will be seeing Ethernet Community Wrestling presents United Through Wrestling. February 28th is Warzone. We're gonna do a little bit of double checking right now. I may have screwed up some stuff. Yes. So March's pay-per-view has not been decided yet. February is Warzone. Let me change some stuff up, everybody. Sorry about that. Radio silence. February. Okay. So, one thing that I am actually really excited about is March's pay-per-view. I don't have a name for it yet. Every other pay-per-view I have a name for. I can run through those right now. March I do not have a name for, and that is something that I really want to start a campaign for with the community that I'm hoping to gain, or to build, not to gain, but build. I want to have a competitive, let's see what we can figure out for a title for the March pay-per-view event. Make it a really special event by saying this is the supporter's choice to make this the event name. So January, Restoration. Warzone is in February. March, to be decided. April, Super Ultimania. May, Key to Victory. June, Authority Asylum again. July, Capital Barrage. August, Higher Ground. September, Breaking Point. October, Fright Night. November, Colossal Collision. And December, Wreck the Halls instead of Deck the Halls. Wreck the Halls. Clever little spin on Deck the Halls, I thought. If that's super lame, we'll figure it out together. It is, but let's not go too much into detail now. So, without further ado, I would like to announce the Lightweight Division Season 1 Competitor of the Year. Let's go into the video. Lightweight Competitor of the Year. And your nominees are Mr. Game & Watch, one-time champion, 2-6 in the lightweight division. Larry, one-time champion, 11-12. Ness, one-time champion, 10-5 in the lightweight division. Isabel, two-time champion, current champion, 9-4 record last year. Villager, 12-5, one-time champion. I don't know why his name isn't there, but we'll pretend like that didn't happen. Steve, latecomer, 0-time champion, 5-2. Hoping to get that first championship this year. Sonic, first 0-time champion, 10-7, will not have a chance to go for the title because he will be in the middleweight division. Ice Climbers, another one without a title. I don't know why. Anyways, 10-11. And your winner is Villager, one-time champion, 12-5 record, .706 percentile, pay-per-view record of 3-2. Let's look at the numbers. He had 33% of the vote, 33.33% of the vote. Congratulations to Villager on becoming the lightweight champion, or the lightweight competitor of the year for season 1, 2020. We're gonna move right along into middleweight because I thought that was kind of fun. So yeah, let's keep the ball rolling. Middleweight competitor of the year. Sonic, Lemmy, and Enderman could be up for this in Season 2, 2021. First up, Robin, 10-9, one-time champion. Cloud, one-time champion, 11-5 record. Hero, one-time champion, 9-3 record. 0.75 percentile, very good. The highest. This would be Iggy, one-time champion, inaugural champion, 13-9 record, 4-5 in pay-per-views. Link is up next, 0-time champion, 12-10. Zelda, his tag team partner, 7-6, 0-time champion, pay-per-views, 1-1. Corin, 12-11, the most of anybody, 0-time champion. Lucina, 6-6, 500 percentile, 0-time champion. And your winner is, very exciting, Cloud, 11-5 and 5 record, 0.688 percentile, one-time champion, pay-per-view record of 3-2. Cloud took 41.67% of the votes. Congratulations to Cloud. Cloud is your champion of this season, picking up the award for middleweight champion, or middleweight competitor of the year. Did it again. Dang it. Segue. We got a lot going on this year. Clearly, already. Told you about all of our upcoming events, Season 2 changes. Want to talk a little bit about social stuff. Twitch page is live right now. This will be up on YouTube later tonight. Instagram on ENC Wrestling. There was a Facebook page, but I believe I deleted it because I don't have enough time to do all of that by myself. This is a one-man operation. Also, check out the official Ethernet Community Wrestling Patreon page. $5 tier is the only one that's available right now. That's all I really need from people. If I can get one person to donate, that is half of my Patreon towards Smash or towards the Schmodown, the movie trivia Schmodown that I have a $10 Patreon for. So if I can get even 2 Patreons to help fund my Schmodown love, you can fund those guys too. Love those guys over there. Yeah, just show some love wherever you can. Follow on Instagram, subscribe on YouTube and Twitch. Watch as many videos as you can. Like, share, and subscribe, as they say. Ethernet Community Wrestling Patreon page is up and running. Let's move on to the next one. Is heavyweights. Let's go to the heavyweights. Heavyweight Competitor of the Year. And your nominees are Ganondorf, 9-8 record, 0-time champion. King DDD, 1-time champion, 11-9. Byleth, 2-time champion, 2-5 in pay-per-view events, 12-9 in match history over the course of 2020. Terry is up next, 1-time champion, 9-2 record, 0.818 percentile. Snake, 8-7, 0-time champion, pay-per-views, 2-3. King K. Rool, 2-time champion, 10-5, 0.667 percentile, 7-3 in pay-per-view events. Dr. Mario, 9-5, 0-time champion, 500 percentile in pay-per-views. Bowser, 10-10, 0-time champion. And your winner is King K. Rool, 2-time champion, 10-5, 0.667 percentile, pay-per-view events, 7-3. The most pay-per-view events that anybody has been in so far, in the heavyweight division. Most wins, obviously. I would have to double check my numbers. I'm double checking them real quick. He has the most. Yes, he has the most wins and the most pay-per-view matches of anybody else. Congratulations to King K. Rool for winning the Heavyweight Competitor of the Year for 2020 Season 1. I finally got that right. Let's move on excuse me, to Tag Team of the Year. Now, let me just tell you something. This one was insane. The numbers for the tag team. Oh, and by the way, King K. Rool won with a 41.67% of the votes. Tag teams. the the margin between the winner of Tag Team of the Year and the rest of the field is extensive. 50% of the vote, of all the votes, went to the eventual winner. The other 7 teams collectively had the other 50%. Let's see who blew out the competition in the tag team division this year. Tag Team Competitor of the Year. And your nominees are Ness and Lucas, one-time champions, 4-1 in pay-per-view events, 8-4 overall. Meta Knight and Kirby, 9-8 pay-per-view events, 4-0. Isabel and Villager, 10-0, one-time champions, pay-per-view events, 2-0. Palutena and Pitt, 9-9, perfect 500, pay-per-view events, 1-5. Male and female We Fit trainers, 10-5, pay-per-view events, 0-2. Zero-time champions. Diddy Kong, Donkey Kong, Banjo and Kazooie, inaugural champions, 7-8 overall record, 5-3 pay-per-view events, wins. Simon and Richer, one-time champions, 10-7. Dark Samus and Ridley, 8-7, zero-time champions. And your winner is, and this should not be a surprise to anyone, but Isabel and Villager, perfect 10-0 record, one-time champions, pay-per-view events, 2-0, undefeated. I mean, there was some stiff competition in there. Donkey Kong's tag team with Diddy Kong and Banjo and Kazooie was absolutely insane this last year. They had such a great run as champions. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the longest reigning champions of anybody. Nope, that would be Ness. So Iggy in the middleweight division and Ness in the lightweight division held on to the titles the longest, 126 days. Donkey Kong, Diddy Kong, Banjo and Kazooie, 120 days as tag team champion. So some pretty dominant champions overall. King K. Rool held the title for a grand total of 154 days between 2 reigns, 91 and then 63. So King K. Rool 100% deserved that heavyweight competitor of the year award nod. I nod to you, sir. Byleth is our current heavyweight champion. Cloud and Villager and Isabel, the winners so far in their divisions of the competitor of the year, are all the current champions. So let's move on to something a little more open. Haha, the open weight division. Let's see who the competitors are, shall we? And the nominees are Ganondorf, 9-1, 900 percentile, 2-time champion, pay-per-views, 4-1. King DDD, 8-2, 800 percentile, 1-time champion, pay-per-views, 1-2. Incineroar, 6-1, 857 percentile, 2-0, undefeated at pay-per-view events. Byleth, 7-2, .778 percentile, no championships, unfortunately. Enderman, impressive 7-0 streak, 7-3 overall. Terry, 9-7, one loss in pay-per-view events. Robin, 5-4, with no pay-per-view events, probably because she was fighting for the middleweight championship so much. Snake, 7-6, pay-per-view events, 1-0. He is undefeated. And your winner is Itch the Mustache. Ganondorf, 9-1, current champion, two-time champion, 900 percentile, 4-1 in pay-per-view events. Very, very, very impressive stuff from Ganondorf. Excuse me. Overall, he had 58.33% of the votes. That is a lot. Yeah, we'll give it to him. Sure. So we're gonna go into something that was a little more harder to predict, which is the pay-per-view of the year award, which I did put every single pay-per-view in there, and I will continue to do so. I believe that every pay-per-view does deserve a right to be called best pay-per-view of the year. There may be an opportunity for me to just go down to 8, especially with this year having all 12 pay-per-views. That'd be a lot of nominations. It would be a very watered down field, so I may have to go down to 8 next year. But this year we had 9. And let us go through the nominees for pay-per-view of the year. And the nominees are Warzone, inaugural pay-per-view, Key to Victory, very first stipulation match, the Key to Victory match, Authority Asylum, the inaugural tag team champions were decided, Donkey Kong and Banjo. Capital Barrage, Iggy defeated Robin for the 4th straight title defense in the middleweight division. Higher Ground, inaugural openweight division champion decided, which was Ganon over Terry. Breaking Point, Donkey Kong and Banjo dethroned by Simon and Richard. Fright Night, Ness becomes the inaugural double champion. Colossal Collision, Enderman crushing defeat by Ganondorf for the openweight title after 7-0 streak. And Deck the Halls, the final season 1 pay-per-view event. And your whiner is Colossal Collision. Look at that graphic. Definitely going to be changed for next year. Colossal Collision. Everybody loves a heartache, an upset. Man, I was so angry when this happened. I wanted Enderman to win so badly after pulling through, winning all of his initial matches to get to that point, 7-0 record at that point, and just such a crushing defeat. He beat Robin and Hero. He beat Robin and Hero again. He defeated Snake the first time he beat a heavyweight. He beat Rosalina and Luma, and just from there went up the card, went up the top and top 10. Beat Byleth, beat Mega Man, beat Terry, to get to Ganondorf at Colossal Collision. and then to lose in such a crushing defeat. Uh, it was 1 to -1. The plus and minus on that one too was so close, and it's just uh I wanted him to I wanted him to win so bad, but nonetheless we move on to the final, or no, second to last um, award of the evening, match of the year, and then the final one, overall competitor of the year. Let's get this going with match of the year. And the nominees are Isabel and Villager defeat Lucas and Ness at Deck the Halls, 12/27/2020. Lucas and Ness defeat Simon and Richer and Donkey Kong, Diddy Kong, and Banjo for the Tag Team Championships. Villager defeats Isabel at Deck the Halls for the Lightweight Championship, 12/27/2020. Ganondorf with the crushing defeat over Enderman, Colossal Collision, +1 to -1. Oh, man. I'm going to feel that one for a while, aren't I? Enderman defeats Snake, the first time Enderman defeated a heavyweight. United Through Wrestling 10/29/2020. Can still watch these matches, all of these matches available on YouTube. Min Min defeats who was the longest reigning and is one of the longest reigning middleweight champions, Iggy, in the opening round of the open weight tournament. Ganondorf defeats Terry in the finals of that tournament at Higher Ground. Iggy defeats Corin at Warzone, the very first main event in the very first pay-per-view for the very first championship main event win. And your winner is Lucas and Ness defeat Simon and Richer and Donkey Kong and Banjo for the Tag Team Championships at Fright Night 10/25/2020. Such a huge match. I tried my best to see if I could get that match live to show you guys. Unfortunately, it did not work out that way, or the way that I wanted it to. I mean, I could still try to figure out a way to get it up, but yeah, it was just one of those years where it was just some of the best matches. Holy crap! Some of the best matches we've ever seen. I'm gonna try to see if we can pull up that victory, the 6-way match. And you know what? For the fans in attendance and everybody watching at home, we're gonna do it. I have the match up right now. I'm gonna have to apologize in advance. This is gonna be really painful to look at for about 0.5 seconds. Bleh, bleh. While I pull it up, we're gonna watch it right now. Hopefully we can catch some sound in there. Donkey Kong, the first one defeated. Ness taking one life, one stock from Lucas. Everybody gone. And Diddy Kong taking himself out. Man, what an excellent match. And new tag team champions, Lucas and Ness. Let's get this horrendous thing out of here, shall we? Man, what a match. And remember, so Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong and Banjo and Kazooie had been 120 days as champion. Simon and Richard came in and dethroned them, which was a pretty big deal at the time. And then so how it worked was, for every championship match, the person in the number 1 slot in the top 10 goes up against the champion. But if there is somebody that has a higher overall score than the champions, then that person and the second runner-up, or the second ranked player, go up against each other. So Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong, because of how many wins they had so many more points than Simon and Richard that it then became a triple threat with Ness and Lucas, who were in second place, coming in. There have been other cases of that happening, and I believe one of them was right at the tail end of the season. I'm going to pull up my records and see if that is in fact the case. Yeah, so Hero had more points than Cloud did. Cloud was the champion going into Deck the Halls. Hero in the number 1 slot had more points than Cloud did. So Iggy in the second slot ended up being added as well. And then along with that, Byleth had more points than Terry did, who was the current champion at the time, coming into Deck the Halls. So King K. Rool was also added, which was a very fitting end to the season for the heavyweights, having King K. Rool, who was a 2-time champion, Byleth, who was a 1-time champion, became a 2-time champion on that night, and Terry, the only one missing, the only one missing was King DDD from that championship run of champions match. So it was a very fitting end to the season. Those rules will all be applied next season. And with that, I would like to say thank you very much, and to everyone who has even clicked on a video once during Season 1. Here's a Season 2 being just the best ever, you know? Just, so awesome. So great. So cool. So yeah, let's get into it. Overall Competitor of the Year. I present the Ethernet Community Wrestling Awards final award for tonight. Overall Competitor of the Year. This is a doozy. This is over every single division. Tag team, singles, and open weight. believe the highest percent when it comes to overall um, nominations. Just a powerhouse all year last year in open weight, in tag team with Villager. I mean, excuse me, had a stellar run in singles, two-time champion in singles, a great, absolutely amazing run in the tag team with Villager, one-time champion. She is the current uh, uh, team's champion with Villager. Um, I believe I have it wrong that she did lose. Yes, she did lose to Villager for the lightweight champion, but she beat Larry for the lightweight championship at Authority Asylum, lost it the next month at Capital Barrage to Ness, who became the most winningest champion, longest reigning champion, and then beat him for the championship at Colossal Collision, but then lost it the next month. So Isabel, two-time champion, unfortunately has no defenses in the lightweight division. But at Deck the Halls, she became a double champion for a short period of time with Villager, defeating Ness and Lucas. Ness, Lucas, Villager, and Isabel had just the best rivalry of the year. I'm writing it down right now. Rivalry of the year. Special award, giving it out right now to Ness and Lucas. Ness and Lucas. And Villager and Isabel. Other rivalries that I potentially would have nominated. Oh man, Corin and Cloud and Hero went at it almost, and Robin, the four of them went at it almost every week. Had one of those ones. Byleth and King K. Rool had a lot of fights. Robin, like I said, Robin, Hero, and Cloud, all former champions. Or Hero and Robin are former champions. Cloud is the current champion. They just had a huge year. Man, Pikachu and Pichu with Ness and Lucas too. Ness and Lucas in the tag team division, just fantastic. And I will leave you with that. Let me take a rundown of everything that happened. Rivalry of the year goes to Ness and Lucas versus Villager and Isabel. Heavyweight competitor of the year, King K. Rool. Middleweight competitor of the year, Cloud. Lightweight competitor of the year, Villager. Openweight competitor of the year, Ganondorf. Tag team of the year, Villager and Isabel. Match of the year, Ness and Lucas defeating Simon Richer, Donkey Kong, and Diddy Kong. Pay-per-view of the year, no surprise, Colossal Collision, where Enderman lost his 7-0 streak to Ganondorf in the main event for the openweight title. And your overall competitor of the year, Isabel, 20-5, three-time champion. Just a dominant year for Isabel all around. I thank you again, everyone, for watching. Hope everybody had a good time. I didn't see anybody in or out, so I think it was just me having fun by myself, but I hope that if you're watching this back, that you enjoyed yourself. Leave a comment on something. Follow ENC Wrestling on Instagram. Subscribe on YouTube and Twitch. Watch all Season 1 content backed up on YouTube. check out the official Ethernet Community Wrestling Patreon page. Consider becoming a Patreon. I would really appreciate it. I'm literally going to cry when I get my first Patreon, and it's probably going to be my mom. Yeah, season 2 changes again. Enderman, Sonic, and Lemmy moved from lightweight to middleweight. Ludwig moved from middleweight to heavyweight. Warzone moved from April to February. March pay-per-view to be announced. April, the huge show, Super Ultimania. Such a fun name. I love that I came up with that name. I'm going to take all the credit for that name. Beautiful name. Love it. Going to trademark it. January 31st, Restoration, first pay-per-view of the year. Every Thursday, 7 p.m., hopefully. United Through Wrestling, ENC Wrestling presents UTW every Thursday, hopefully. February 28th is Warzone, 7 p.m., hopefully. And with that, I'm going to wrap up the Ethernet Community Wrestling Awards ceremony for Season 1, the 2020 awards. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. Follow, Patreon page, all that stuff. Love you, bye.